It's called a red panda.
Okay, welcome historians to another story from God's point of view. Gabriella is going to help me navigate this story.
Hi, historians. We left Moses at the Red Sea, celebrating God's triumph over the Egyptian Pharaoh and his army. Moses sang to God, and his sister Miriam the prophetess took a tambourine in her hand, and all the women went out after her with tambourines, and they danced before the Lord.
Moses and the nation of Israel set out from the Red Sea, and they went into the wilderness of Shur. They went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. When they came to Marah, they could not drink the water because it was bitter, and the people grumbled against Moses.
What should we do, Lord?
Moses, throw the log into the water, and the water will become sweet.
How is it?
It is sweet.
It is delicious.
If you will diligently listen to the voice of the Lord your God, and do that which is right in his eyes, and give ear to his commandments and keep all his statutes, I will put none of the diseases on you that I put on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord, your healer.
They traveled to Elim, a lush green place, and they were encamped by the water. Then they moved on from Elim to the wilderness called Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai. But the people of God complained against Moses and Aaron.
We should have died by the Lord's hand in Egypt. We ate well in Egypt, and now you have brought us to the wilderness to die of hunger.
Behold, I am about to rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a day's portion every day, that I may test them, whether they will walk in my law or not. On the 6th day, when they prepare what they bring in, it will be twice as much as they gather daily.
At evening you shall know that it was the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt, and in the morning you shall see the glory of the Lord, because he has heard your grumbling against the Lord. For what are we, that you grumble against us?
When the Lord gives you in the evening meat to eat and in the morning bread to the full, because the Lord has heard your grumbling that you grumble against him, what are we? Your grumbling is not against us, but against the Lord. Aaron, you will say to the whole congregation of the people of Israel, come near before the Lord, for he has heard your grumbling.
And as soon as Aaron spoke to the people of Israel, they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud.
Moses and Aaron, I have heard the grumbling of the people of Israel. Say to them, at twilight you shall eat meat, and in the morning you shall be filled with bread. Then you shall know that I am the Lord your God.
God sent a bird called quail to the people that evening, and in the morning there was dew on the ground, and when the dew went away, a light thin piece of bread covered the ground.
What is it?
It is the bread that the Lord has given you to eat. This is what the Lord has commanded. Gather of it, each one of you, as much as he can eat. Each of you will take enough according to the size of your household. Let no one leave any of it over till the morning.
The people gathered the bread, but they did not follow Moses' instructions not to gather more than their share.
This is what the Lord has commanded. Tomorrow is a day of solemn rest, a holy Sabbath to the Lord. Prepare enough food for 2 days so that you may rest as well. Eat it today, for today is a Sabbath to the Lord. Today you will not find it in the field. 6 days you shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is a Sabbath, there will be none.
Unfortunately, on the 7th day of rest, some of the people went out to gather food against the Lord's wishes.
How long will you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? See, the Lord has given you the Sabbath. Therefore, on the 6th day, he gives you bread for 2 days. Remain each of you in his place. Let no one go out of his place on the 7th day.
The people rested in their tents on the 7th day, the bread that the people of Israel gathered. They called it manna. The Lord fed the people manna every day for 40 years in the wilderness.
The people of Israel left the wilderness of Sin and camped at Rephidim, but there was no water in sight, and the people argued with Moses.
Give us water to drink.
Why do you quarrel with me?
We are thirsty. Why did you bring us up out of Egypt? To kill us and our children and our livestock with thirst?
Why do you test the Lord?
Is the Lord among us or not?
What shall I do with this people? They are almost ready to stone me.
Take the staff that you used in Egypt and lead the elders to the rock of Horeb, which Jacob placed and made a covenant with me. I will meet you there. Strike the rock so that water will come out of it and the people will drink.
After they witnessed the miracle of God at the rock of Horeb, they suddenly found themselves at war. Amalek started a war with Israel at Rephidim.
Choose soldiers that will go and fight with Amalek for the people. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the staff of God in my hand.
Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill overlooking the battle, and when Moses held up his hand, Israel prevailed, and whenever he lowered his hand, Amalek prevailed. Moses got tired, and so he sat on a rock, and Aaron and Hur held up Moses' hands, and his hands were steady until sunset, and Joshua overwhelmed Amalek and his people with the sword.
Write this as a memorial in a book and recite it in the ears of Joshua, that I will utterly blot out the memory of Amalek from under heaven.
He is still one of God's creatures, Jason.
Historians, tune in next week to find out where Moses' journey takes him next. Okay.
Thanks, historians, for tuning in this week. Look at them. They are so cute, right?
Oh my gosh! Did that cougar just escape from his cage?